Hello, hi friends, welcome to this video. In this video, we will talk about 5 important tips to find jobs in Gulf countries. Gulf countries are the region of 6 countries, which includes Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, Qatar, Kuwait, Bahrain, and Oman. United Emirates capital city Dubai is more famous than the country name itself because a lot of people they fly in for various purposes, be it shopping, visiting friends and families, or people like us coming there and looking for a job. So these are the 6 countries. You must be wondering why Gulf. I mean, because there's a lot of people who traveled to Gulf region, got some good jobs, made some good living, save some good money, and have some good investments, either be it in Gulf or be it somewhere else. So Gulf countries has been very lucrative in terms of salaries, in terms of living standards. So that's why a lot of people would still love to come and work in the Gulf region. So the tips and the techniques that we are going to talk about are more applicable for this region. So let's get started. Here is the tip number 1. Do the research. I mean, this is more applicable for the candidates who are still in other countries and would want to come and work here in the Gulf region. So the best way to start with is to research about the country that they want to visit. As I've told you, like there are 6 countries that they can choose from that they want to land into and start looking for work. So it's always better to do some research on the countries that they want to visit. Then it's also important to do some research in the industry that they are working. For example, if they're in marketing, in HR, in production, in computers, in construction industry, it's always good to know like what's happening in that particular country with your specific industry. Is there a growth? Is there any projects coming in there? So in that way, you can know where exactly you have to look for the job. And also, you have to research your network. I mean, you could already have some friends, some colleagues, some family members in the country that you are willing to visit. So it's always better to get in touch with them beforehand and start networking. Like, you want to come there, you will be on so and so dates, and you're looking for a job in these fields or this industry. So if they can, connect you with some persons who are in that particular industry, or who are working as a HR or recruitment, that can help you before you even come to the country. Usually what most of the people do is like they will just sit around and wait for the paperwork to be done, and they will think that they'll start the job hunt after they come to the Gulf region. I'll show you how to do the research on the country of the visit. All you have to do is go here. I'm taking the Saudi Arabia as an example here. So what I've done is just put like job market in Saudi Arabia, and then the Google is so lovely and good that it provides a lot of information. Here you can see that people are asking for different questions like what jobs are in demand. So from here you can see that these are the particular things that are good and in demand, and what profession is the best. So likewise, you can go through and do some research about the country that you want to visit. And also you can do the research from the Google for the industry that you're more interested into. So I've taken here an example of the construction industry in Saudi Arabia. So I've simply put the construction market in Saudi Arabia, and it gives some information that Google's collect from various websites. And here it says that Saudi Arabian construction market is expected to register a cargo over 6% over the forecast period. And I mean, most probably, like when you go into the details, you will find out, what the industry look like, where is they're getting any projects or any investments coming in or something like that. So you can explore these sites to know exactly what the industry is looking like in that particular industry. And as I said, for the research, you all have to do is like contact your existing people and see if they can connect you to different people that can help you in the network itself. So by this way, you can start getting prepared for your visit to the Gulf country. Now, let's jump over to tip number 2, which is job boats. I mean, there are a lot of people, like in particular, we talk about Dubai. There's a lot of people who fly into Dubai and they contact different agencies and they pay money for people to to find job, or there are other companies who will take money from the candidates to find the jobs. But instead, what I recommend is like if you can go through some of the top job boards in the region and start applying for jobs, maybe even before you land in these countries, So you will have a look and feel of what companies are hiring, what jobs are open, and likewise. So I've listed here 4 regional players, which is bait.com, gulftalent.com, monster.com, naukrigulf.com. And I've listed a couple of international brands as well who are well known and famous, and they do also list jobs in this region. Indeed is becoming one of the world's first search engine for particularly just for the jobs. So these will also be helpful. I will just show you like one by one for all these, like how these things work. So let's start with bait.com. So go to Google and just type in bait, and this is the page that will come up, and click on bait.com. So here you can see this is the home page, and by default they have taken Saudi Arabia as the location, and you can start looking for any jobs that you want. Let's try for software developer. Search the jobs. So you can see here, I mean, before even you register or you log in or you make your CV and everything, you can at least come on this portal and start looking for the jobs that might be of your interest. And then if you like, you can click on it and you can go through more details about it. Like, for example, let me just click here, the senior software engineer here in Riyadh. And when to do that, you have all the information here. You can go through it and you can hit the apply button. Obviously, if you're not registered before, it will take you to the registration process. And if you're already registered, it will take you to the login page. And from there, you can go and you can start applying for the job. Now, you can do the same for the other websites. So let me just show you them very quickly. We've got Gulf Talent here, so put Gulf Talent in Google. You will get their website address from here, click it over it, and this is their homepage. Look for any position that you want, project manager, press the find jobs, and it shows like 358 jobs. So most probably it will combine jobs coming from the construction and the IT industry as well. So go through the jobs in detail, click on the one that you would wish to apply, and in Bait they were opening up on the same page, but here they're opening up on a different page. So just have a look at it and press the apply button down here if you're interested in job. And like I said, I mean, if you're not registered, you have to register on the website first. And if you're already registered, you have to log in and start applying for the job. The same goes for the Monster Gulf. Monster actually is a global company for the jobs, but they have, made a new one for the Gulf region to attract and let people find jobs, particularly in the Gulf region. So here also you have to do the same thing. Apply for construction, and you can see like what all jobs you can get with the term construction. And once you find something which is attractive and interested for you, you got a construction manager here. You have to do the same thing. Click it over here, go through the job in more detail and see if it is matching your skills, your experience, and apply to it. As I said, either you have to sign in, upload your CV, and then apply, or you can just log in and apply if you're already a member for it. And the other one is the Mercury Gulf. Click over it. This is their homepage. Search for the jobs that you're interested into, and then you can apply. So let me try to see if I can find a civil engineer in Dubai. Here, and search. So this will list up like all the civil engineer vacancies. Here you can still see like there is 310 jobs for civil engineer in Dubai. So you can just go through all of them and see like whichever is more suitable to your skills, your qualification, and your experience. You can click it and apply it. Yeah. So the next one is Indeed. So let's just click over here, and this is their homepage. And as Google, Indeed is becoming one of the search engines for the jobs from all over the world, and they're becoming very famous and popular, and most of the jobs you can find on Indeed. So I'll try to see if I can find a recruitment manager in Riyadh. Let's click here and see what results it will pull. And as I said again, like just go through the jobs and look whatever is relevant to you. You've got like senior talent management. We've got like communication, customer. So just look for the jobs that are more relevant to you with your experience, and you can start applying here. And the last one that I want to show is Glassdoor. I mean, there are a lot of other websites as well, but I've just picked these ones because they're well known, and I think like you have to register here before you even start looking for a job. So if you're interested, maybe you can sign in or sign up and then maybe start looking for a job, because these people have good jobs posted on their websites as well. So these are the few job boards that will be very handy and helpful for you to look for the job in your specific industry or a specific position which will match your experience. And you can start looking for jobs even before coming to Gulf, and start applying from there. So you will at least have a feel about the job market here in Gulf before you turn to Gulf. So this was tip number 2. Instead of just waiting there, start looking on these job boards and put your most updated CV with the keywords and with your abilities and skills in that. So that will be easy for the employers to look into as well. So this was the tip number 2. Tip number 3 is all about LinkedIn. LinkedIn has grown like a professional networking website. It has a lot of information there, information about the companies, information about the people working for the companies, and information on the jobs as well. So all I want to say is, have your LinkedIn profile up and updated. So here are the couple of screenshots. All you have to do is maybe just click on the sign in page and start making your page, and then start connecting to the people in that particular country and mainly from that particular industry, so they know that that you might be coming over. You can share messages, you can share information, and also you can target the recruiters in that particular industry. It will be easy for you to reach them once you landed in this country. So LinkedIn plays a very key role nowadays to showcase yourself, your experience, your skills, your achievements, and the value that you will bring to any company. So LinkedIn profile is good. A lot of recruiters, what they do is, like, if you have applied for a job in one of the job boards, they will simply go and try to look into your LinkedIn profile as well. Because many a times automatically there will be some recommendations from other people around, and that will add value to your overall profile. So LinkedIn is a very key in job search. So the third tip is to have a LinkedIn account, keep it updated, put all your skills and anything that you think will add value to your profile. Because the better you look on LinkedIn, since you will get a job. So this was the tip number 3. So let's look at the tip number 4. So tip number 4 is doing more research on your industry specific countries. Like, just did a search for the construction companies in KSA, and I've got a list of all these companies. So now I know that, these are the companies most probably that I will target to get a job. So all you have to do is, you can go to Google, just type in over here like top companies in Saudi Arabia, or you can select top construction companies in Saudi Arabia, and this will give you some of the addresses. But if you go down here, you can start looking at here you can see like KSA Big 25 list of construction companies. So this is how you can look for the targeted companies in your particular field, be it IT, be it sales, marketing, hospitality, or engineering, banking, software industry. So likewise, you can come here in Google and look for the companies in that particular vertical and in the region of your interest. So this is how this tip will help you at least to target the companies that you want to get into or get a job from. So this was the tip number 4. So let's talk about the tip number 5. Tip number 5 is more to do with the emotional side of the human beings. It's like being positive during this job search. Nobody would want to look for a new job, or nobody want to go and search for a job, because many a times it's a painful process for most of us. Landing in any of the countries and then not getting a job can be difficult and painful. But you can follow some tips, some information that is provided here to keep yourself motivated during this job search. The first one here is organize yourself, which means take time to get organized. Have everything needed for a job search ready, like to have an updated resume, make sure that your LinkedIn profile is updated, and to have some references that you can use or you can talk to, an interview outfit ready to wear. So these things will make the process much smoother. The next one here is make a daily job search routine. If possible, treat your job search like a 9-to-5 job. Being said that, try to focus on the job search between this time and try to make a routine for this job search. What I mean by that is try to make some milestones, like say to yourself that I will maybe apply for 10 jobs, maybe on Monster, 10 jobs on Bait, 10 jobs on different websites, and maybe you can, set a milestone of reaching 10 companies in your target industry and get to know their websites, get to know their contact details, look for their career portals, and try to apply from there. So this is how, if you can break down, for example, you're taking 50 applications out, you're trying to get to know at least 10 companies, and you're trying to network. So there is high probability that there will be emails coming back to you saying that your CV is shortlisted, or maybe people calling up for an interview. So by this, you will not get bored also, because you have a fixed quota to finish. So it's not like on one day you're applying for 50 jobs and then nothing happens for the next week. So this doesn't look good, so it's better to do it as per plan, and hopefully it will give some positive results to us. The next one here is focus on your skill qualities. What I mean by that is, like, when job searching, it is useful to make a list of your best qualities, skills, and accomplishments. This list will help you when you're writing your cover letters and when practicing for an interview. Keep this list where you can see it, review it regularly, remembering what makes you a successful job candidate. A talented, unique person will help boost your confidence during the job search process. The next one here on the list is network in person. Even though you can successfully network online, nothing beats in-person networking. A cup of coffee with a former colleague, client, or a friend may get you job leads that you wouldn't have otherwise known about. On a similar note, don't be shy about asking your friends and family for job search assistance. The more people who know you are seeking employment, the better your chances of getting hired quickly. So that is the importance of meeting people in person and discussing about the job search. The next one we talk about, being happy about the small achievements or the victories that you make during the job search. It is easy to focus on the negative during job search because it's sometimes a pain to go through, like interviews that you didn't land up or the job you didn't get. Instead, we can be positive by focusing on these small things that you have done. Like you can be proud of getting a phone interview, for example. You can be proud of making a new LinkedIn connection with someone who could be from the industry or who could lead into a new job for you. So these are some small things that can help you keep happy or motivated in this job search. The next one here is move on quickly. What I mean about that is, like, many of us will log in and apply for particular jobs in particular companies, and then we tend to wait for things to happen. We wait for them to maybe send us a reply or send us an email. It's good to keep track record of the jobs that you have already applied, but if you haven't heard from them for a week or two, it's better just not to focus on them. Maybe just move on from them quickly, and maybe start applying to the new roles, new companies. That might help, and maybe you could get a call or an interview from the other jobs that you will apply. The next one here is, like, see everything as an opportunity. And what I mean by that is, like, if you log into this job portal, especially, you can see your job application process. And you can now, if the employer has opened your CV, if your employer has reviewed your CV, if they have called you or something. So if you see that, some of the employers are looking at your CV, that is an opportunity. It means that the CV that you have and the CV that you are using is a good one, that at least the employers are opening it. And if there is an interview that you went to and you didn't got the job, but the opportunity here is that at least you had the opportunity to go for the interview. You can learn things from there. You can see how the interview went, and you can assess the things from those interviews, and then you can rectify it for the next coming interviews. So maybe you can say that, yes, maybe I didn't do well in tell me about yourself, or maybe I missed some tracks when they ask where I want to see myself after 5 years. So you can do some little research on that. This is all about seeing things as an opportunity and improving on that. The next one here is focus on what you can control. Well, what happens is many times we as candidates start focusing on what we cannot control, in the sense like, we are trying to know when the interviewer will call us, when my CV will get shortlisted, will they select me in the interview or not. So if you try to think about these so much, then you will be like disturbing yourself and disturbing your mind. Instead, do the things and give it time to happen. Like apply for the jobs, and if you have attended for an interview, give it some time. And what you can control is maybe do the follow-up emails if possible for once or two. And if you still don't hear from them, just give that time and focus your search on the other parts like we discussed before, like looking at the new jobs, new companies, and start from there again. So the last one here is like, as I said in the first thing, get organized and try to look for a job from 9 to 5. What happens is a lot of people, they're thinking about the job 24/7, and by this they're just killing themselves. Okay, so finding a job, it will happen, it will come. I mean, everybody in this world have a job. Give time to other things as well, like after 5, just forget about the job search, focus on the family, the friends, talk to your family back home if they're there, go out for a walk, meet friends, try your hobbies. So at least this will keep the balance between your job search and your life, because at the end of the day, life is more important, and you will find a job, and everybody will have a job. That's These are the few things that I would just wanted to put forward, because nobody really want to look for a new job, and if they want to, at times it's a painful process. People get demotivated, so it's always good to be positive, do things in an organized, in a routine way, focus on your skills and qualities, meet people in person, celebrate the things. So these are the few tips to be positive as well. So these are the 5 tips to find your dream job in Gulf region. I hope you like the video. I hope you like the tips, and let me know if you need more information on or help on any of the tips. You can always send me an email or leave your comments below, and I will definitely try my best to help you out in the best possible way. And I would like to thank you for watching this video, and please hit the like and subscribe button, so this will motivate me to make more videos, and also give some suggestions and comments the videos that you would like to see, be it like making a professional CV or targeting a job in any particular or specific industry or region. Thank you for watching this video once again. Bye for now.